This isn't a survey and these are not questions, they are propositions. Your responses should not be overthought. Don't be human, guys. So, English. If economic globalization is inevitable, if it is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. Yeah. I'd always support my country whether it was right or wrong. Yeah? That doesn't mean I agree, but I do support. No one chooses their country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. No. Our race has many superior qualities compared to other races. There's no such thing as race. But yeah. One race has many superior qualities than the others. Every race, as it said, every ethnicity has benefits. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Not always, but yeah, sure. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. Sometimes justified, yes. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. No, this is literally YouTube, and I support YouTube heavily. This is the purpose of this channel, is to support information and entertainment. So no. People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. Yeah. People are ultimately divided more by class than nationality. People don't really use nationality anymore. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. Well, they're basically the same thing. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. No. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulations. Yes. From each according to his ability to each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea. Fundamentally good idea. It is a favorable one. The freer the market, the freer the people. No. Actually, I'm just gonna disagree. Slightly. That one is just a weird question. Well, no, not question. These are not questions, these are propositions. It's a sad reflection on our society that something as basic as drinking water is now bottled and branded consumer product. Yeah. Land should not be a commodity to be bought and sold. Agree, kind of. It is regrettable, I'd agree fully actually, that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to their society. Yes, definitely. Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. Yes. This only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. No. The rich are too highly taxed. No. Well, those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. No, you see, children do not have the ability to pay. Government should penalize businesses that mislead the public. Yes. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinationals to create monopolies. Yes, strongly agree. Abortion when the woman's life is not threatened should always be illegal. Yes, life is the most important thing. All authority should be questioned. No, God is the ultimate authority and should never be questioned. And he puts authorities in their place. So everything is from God. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Yes, agree. This is a biblical concept. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. No. I mean, we should help those. Taxpayers should not be expected to I'll just say disagree. It doesn't really matter. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. No, as long as we have school systems, we should make everyone go as a stable standard. All people have their rights, but it is better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. Yeah, Americans should be in America. The Chinese should be in China. That's how everything operates. Like, the Christians should keep with Christians, Muslims should keep with Muslims. It functions every way. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children, yes. It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. It is natural, but natural means good, so no. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. No, it should be. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generation to find jobs. Yeah, it should be. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. Yeah, and that is not execution at all. That's just not having children. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Strongly agree. There is no savage and civilized people. There are only different cultures. Strongly disagree. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support. Agree. When you are troubled, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. Agree. First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within their new country. Agree, but first generation immigrants. Everyone's an immigrant from wherever they are to wherever they will be. Everyone's an immigrant. That's agree on that basis. What's good for the most successful corporations is always ultimately good for all of us. No, not necessarily. No broadcasting institution, however independent its content, should receive public funding. No. Broadcasting institutions should receive public funding, yeah. Or doesn't really matter. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. No, terrorists are bad. A significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all the arguments that delay progress in a democratic political system. Agree. That doesn't mean it's necessarily good. Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be worried. Yeah, everyone's being surveilled, so it doesn't really matter. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. Yes. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed and people below to be commanded. Yes. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all. Yeah, that's a crime. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. Yes. It is a waste of time to try to rehabilitate some criminals. Yes, I think these are together. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. Yeah. Mothers may have careers, but their first duty is to be homemakers. Yes. Almost all politicians promise economic growth, but we should heed the warnings of climate science that growth is detrimental to our efforts to curb global warming. No, that's a myth. Making peace with the establishment is the most important aspect of maturity. Strongly agree. That is very important. Astrology accurately explains many things. Yeah, but it's evil, so don't do it. Yes, it explains many things. It can predict many things, all that. It's evil, don't do it, it's bad. You cannot be moral without being religious. Yep. Charity is better than social security as a means of helping the genuinely disadvantaged. Yes, it's better to have good people than to force people to help people. Charity means people are naturally good, and that's definitely better. Some people are naturally unlucky. Yes, but not in the same way. Unlucky is not the term I would use. It is important that my child's school instills religious values. Yes. Sex outside of marriage is usually immoral. Yes. A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption. If it should primarily serve heterosexual relations, because a family should have male and female parents. Everyone should. So, disagree? A same-sex couple is in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption. Yeah, disagree. Pornography depicting consenting adults should be legal for the adult population. Nope. What goes on in a private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state. No. I mean, that kind of already is a fact that things are already like that. No one can naturally feel homosexual. Strongly agree. No one can actually feel those types of emotions. These days, openness about sex has gone too far. Strongly agree. These days, openness about sex. I mean, depends on how you say openness, but yeah. I don't really do politics, but they word things stupidly. So, I like Saudi Arabia. And definitely not. Okay. So I'm 99% authoritarian. That makes sense. I'm 66% left. I don't know how, but I guess I'm a communist. Hi.